Trip reset, yes. Everything's reset. How is everybody on a nice Sunday morning? How are you 6 people? I don't even know how it looks like from the front. Do you see too much dashboard? Why is it so... Ooh! Yeah, that's my phone cooler. Ooh, to put that more to the right. Can I do it? Oh my. Yeah, that's better, huh? Yep. That's better. Eco mode. Ooh, should have cleaned this windshield. Well, too late. I did not. What are you gonna do? Moin moin. Gruß aus Rumänien. Morning Ron, morning Mike from the Netherlands. Hello. How is everyone? I'm good, I'm a bit sad. Last day with this car will be picked up tomorrow morning. Yeah, it's the same guy who brought the car, he drove it to me, and he will pick it up too. And he has family close by Passau, so he stayed overnight, or even this the whole weekend. And he will pick it up tomorrow at 8 at work. I'm a bit sad. It was fun. It was fun having this car. I don't know. I liked it. Look at him. Who cares about 80, 100 some? Let's drive our 133 and travel assist. There we go. Eco mode, everything's cool. That's cool. I wanted to take off the sweater. Damn it. We'll get warm. Forgot. Distance to 1. Yeah, and I have the phone cooler today. I didn't forget. That's what you see. Yeah, we're back. It has a battery, but it also a USB micro, I think, and I have it charging all the time, so it should just work, hopefully. And it's not too loud. I can hear it, but it's okay. And I hope that it cools the phone in a way that when the sun shines on it, it still doesn't darken it, and so the CPU and the screen is all working. We'll see. It will be the first test. I'm pretty sure on the way back we will be in the sun for an hour. Oh yeah, let's turn that off. GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, turn off. Good morning, Europe. Where are you from? What other continent do we have that you are? I say Australia. No, the States. Australia. Ah! That was good. First guess was the best. I say you live in Perth. In the suburbs of Perth. God, stupid throat every morning. Sorry. last drive, well, I will drive home, last test, last video with this car. I will go to work tomorrow with this car, but then the car will be picked up. Id.4 is gone then. I'm sad. Hi Susanne, guten Morgen. Morgen. Servus. I don't know why I say it in a weird way. Servus. Just normal. Good. Then BMW i3 coming. No, it's an E-up. Or an up at all. From the Netherlands and up. Driving like crazy. Go drive. Moin moin. Hi Wolf. But Perth was a fun guess. Yeah, I have no idea where Perth is in Australia. So, in what part? No idea, I just said it. Oh god. Yeah, Wolf, I need your help. You missed the number. I need your input. If I see that right. So I drive with an EV and have an average consumption. The average consumption is watt-hours per kilometer. The car says I drove 100 kilometers, but in reality it was 90 kilometers, so the trip meter is off. Does that mean that the average consumption is lower than the one that is displayed or higher? So is it 10% lower because the real kilometers were 10% less, or is it 10% more? Perth is southwest. Look, you guys know stuff. Isn't everything down there? Melbourne, Sydney, isn't everything southwest? No, no. Melbourne and Sydney is southeast, right? Yes, the odometer. No, the odometer shows too much. Oh, what? No. It's true. So I drove 100 kilometers. It says Google Maps, but the odometer shows 90 kilometers. So it's 10% lower. Does it mean the average consumption is lower or higher? Oh, and hi to the one from Iowa with the Id.4. Sorry, Patrick. Come on, go SG. I'm doing 130 here. Screw off. This is a consumption test. Go away. Why are you not going away? I don't know what. That's what I mean. The internal math must be also wrong. But the question is it lower or higher? It should be lower, right? That's what I'm thinking. So consumption is lower if you really drive more than the car thinks. Many horses here. Okay. So we are on the same page. So let's say I drove 100 kilometers, but the car but the car shows 90. Then and I had 200 watt-hours per kilometer, then it should be 180, 10% less, right? Yeah, there was a military G-Wagon. or no, maybe it was normal license plate, was not military. Because military have special license plates in Germany, have the flag on it. I don't know why I say it like that. Because I updated my spreadsheet for the Rakobi tests, and I put a few calculations in there. Yeah, but the 10% error was the thing. The question is it lower or higher? So car shows 90 kilometers, but I drove 100. So the trip meter is under-reporting. So the consumption is then lower. If I say under-reporting, it should be higher, but I drove more than the car thinks I drove. Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, this week something special is coming up that I can announce then next Monday. Too high reported consumption. Okay. So 3 people say the same thing. That's good. Okay. So if car is under-reporting, consumption should be lower. If car is over-reporting, so let's say I drove 100 kilometers, but the trip meter says 110, that means it's over-reporting and the consumption should be higher. Am I correct? I can't remember if I have ever had a car over-reporting. I mean, I know with my Rakobi test exactly how far it is. It's exactly 64.3 or 4, I can't remember, I wrote it down. And so if the car says, for example, my ID.3 is 800 meters off on this 64 kilometer drive, and this Id.4 here was 400 meters off. Gas station snack. I never eat anything from the gas station. I have stuff with me. And I rarely go into a gas station. I mean, yes, here where I charge, it's a gas station there, but I don't do it. If a car cannot count kilometers, who know how it counts watt hours? Yeah, of course, it's true. Well, I mean they're always doing this with the under, but I find it so interesting. I understand that the speed that it shows on the speedometer. Ooh, now the fan is already making a noise. I understand when the speedometer is showing a higher number that it really drives for safety, so that you drive a bit too fast and it's still okay. But under-reporting the kilometers that you drive, and I had cars where it was so the EQA, for example. What was it? No, the EQA was 1%. It was okay. Which one was it? I can't remember. One car. I mean, even this car is 6%. No, it wasn't 6%. On a 500 kilometer drive, it was 2 kilometers. It's not even a percent. It's 0.6%. That's it. Yeah. But I had cars with 2.5%, I think. And on a lifetime, let's say 100,000 kilometers, it's 2,500 kilometers wrong. Ooh, 4 kilometers from home, that's cool. It's a different color. You rarely see on a BMW. Gray matte. Huh. Now, like I said, 10%. It was an example to calculate nicely. I think the highest I have seen was 2% or so, and it was on a Rakobi test. That means it could be 100 meters here and there, so it could be lower. Only on full range tests, and then with Google Maps. The problem with Google Maps when you do full range test is that if you do more than 100 kilometers, Google Maps doesn't even show the 100 meters anymore. It's just kilometers. We're going the normal way to Munich. I expect to go 160 kilometers in one way and then back. We go to 55%. I'm almost at 90. And we are 333 kilometers, but it was uphill in the beginning. Do video soon. Taking off my sweater, damn it. When make same trick with Id.4 Well, it's not a big difference with Id.4 and Id.4 Pro S. And sorry, Volkswagen doesn't give me one. It's so mean. Hello. Same with the Pure. They're not giving me a small battery. Temperature, no AC. It's 19 degrees out there. I hope I can drive without AC the whole way. God damn it, stupid throat. I did 130 kilometers an hour test with the Pro S, but in winter tires, and it was 350 kilometers in the end. But I had winter tires, but I also drove slow, so I couldn't keep the 130 the whole time. Ooh, 90%, I have to film. I'm at 90%. We drove 37 kilometers. Average consumption, don't forget, uphill the first 10 kilometers, that's why it's a bit higher. Average speed is okay. We're driving the normal way to Munich, because that's fun. And it's not too busy. And at 130 it's always easier. Especially on Sunday, since there are no trucks on German highways. It's just way easier to go. Hello, wunderbar. Yeah, Travel Assist is amazing for making videos while driving. I have to say that. I appreciate that very much. Times fully charged in your over 1,000 kilometers. What do you mean? I don't get it. Yeah, I don't like people who change their speed all the time. Go fast and go slow, go fast and go slow. And this one here is doing it. The SGHS. Going to the right. GoPro, turn on! GoPro, start recording. Whew, today works flawlessly and right away. You do the test 3 times after each other and then you're over 1,000 kilometers for sure. 2 long charging breaks. Yes, that's true. Or having a nap. Yeah, I mean, I drove. I have to. I reset the long trip when I got the car, and so far I drove 1,866 kilometers in this car, with an average consumption of 169. It's pretty awesome. I had the AC on many times. It was in a period where we had above 30 degrees. I mean, full AC, cooling it. And AC was always on when the car was not plugged in. But that's not showing on the average consumption when you're preheating. That's true. That's true. Oh, we lost 1 kilometers per hour average speed. That's not good. And travel assist on. That's the stuff. No visits of Austria? No, not yet. Austria wants test or vaccination. And I don't have both each. Taycan for S drove 658 kilometers, 70 kilometers an hour and had 5% left. Well, 70 is, my god, slow. If I drive this with 70, I think I can go 600. I can drive 530 in this at 90, so at 70, and if it's perfectly straight, and the Porsche has a way bigger battery. Border control at Austrian border, yes. So we're going on holidays next week, my wife and I, and puppies. So on Saturday, and we're going to Dresden. We like Dresden, and of course we wanted to go to Prague because from us it's on the way to Prague to Dresden. But with the whole thing with COVID, if you don't know what's happening all the time, we're not going to do that. Normally next weekend, yeah. No, we're just going to Dresden, 5-hour drive. I will use a different route, the faster route. There are more chargers now. I will use different chargers, not Ionity. I have to look at that again. It's possible that they're just so expensive that I prefer Ionity. Yeah, charge twice. Or maybe 3 times. Charge more at Ionity and then less at the other 2. Should be no problem. And I'm gonna be there for 3 nights till Tuesday. Tuesday we drive home. Do you have a special price for charging? Yes, when you own an Id.4 or Id.4, I had 500 euros, 2,000 kilowatt hours for free. And after that, I will do that because my 2,000 kilowatt hours are almost gone. Maybe they are already, and I don't know. After that, you can have a plan with paying 10 euros a month and then charge for 30 cents at Ionity. And I will do that because with my test cars, I do that a lot. Volkswagen is in Dresden. You doing something there? Nope. I asked them if they have something, if I should come by. They still have we're going to Dresden because Dresden is a beautiful city. But I told them that I will be in Dresden if there is something, if they have something there that I need to see or whatever. When I collected my Id.3 in September, I got a framed paper that says that the Id.3 was built CO2 neutral, blah blah, and flowers, and I left them there. I mean, the flowers I'm pretty sure are gone, but maybe they still have that frame. I don't know if I'm going there though, just for that. We'll see. So, GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, turn off. and we're back in on Tuesday. But again, something very important is coming this week, but just information about that. And then on Monday I can release the information, so next Monday. And then a week later it's even better. And I hate those stupid embargoes where you can't say anything. I don't get it, but that's how it is. And so like I said, next weekend we're going on holidays, then 4 days. We're back on Tuesday, and then Wednesday Wednesday BMW iX3 is coming, press car for a week. But since I have this week off, I will do all my tests on that during my holiday. Because on Monday, even though I still have the iX3, on Monday the Fiat 500e will be coming, and I want to be done with the BMW till then. And today was originally planned to go with this Id.4 to Landsberg am Lech again and do a consumption test with an Ioniq 5, so at the same time Id.4 and Ioniq 5, and it would have been a rear-wheel drive model with the big battery, so very similar to this. It would have been an amazing test, but well, it was originally scheduled for last week, a weekend Sunday, but the car didn't arrive till this Wednesday, so 4 days ago, and the car dealer, so that the version that came does not support the V2L, so this plug that you plug in and then you can power something. But the dealer was so curious if it maybe still works, he tried it, then a fuse blew, and for the last 3 days they're looking where it is and what to do, and they still haven't found it. So the car is still not drivable, and that's too sad. That's why today no Ioniq 5 comparison. It would have been amazing. Very similar cars. Purely from the drive feeling, which do you like better, Id.4 or Ioniq 5? Ioniq 5 has way more power, that's nice, but steering is very similar. Seating position is also nice on both. Comfort is also very nice on both, but Ioniq 5 is a tiny bit too soft. Good morning, Steve Holt! Good morning, Photostorm. Now it's there. So you just put it adapter if you have one. Exactly, that's the adapter. But some cars don't have that option of the Ioniq 5. You need the what is it? Tech package or something? I don't know. And that's why the fuse blew. But like I said, coming back to the comparison, the Ioniq 5 is a bit too soft, a bit too jumpy for me. So I prefer driving this way more. Well, you have to wait. Driving. I prefer the Id.4 when it comes to this, and I think Id.4 is a bit more efficient. But Ioniq 5, of course, charges amazing. Can't talk about that. Noise level. Well, I was driving the Ioniq 5 in the rain, so I couldn't say. But even in the rain, it was okay. I've been waiting for Ioniq 5 to become available for test driving here in the US, so I can compare myself. That's true. Just a quick visit. I'm going to drive my Id.3 now. That's a great idea. Can you bring it to me and I can do range test in your Id.3 Pure? It would be amazing. Volkswagen cannot provide me one. Yes, and I'm talking about Jürgen Sangl. That's the problem. I was scheduled to have this car today for a comparison with this Id.4, but he blew the fuse, and that's why I can't do it. So your Id.4 has the best consumption ever seen? Best consumption of what? Of all Id.4s? Or of any car in the world? No. By the way, there's a lot of problems with Ioniq 5s being delivered. Stuff not working, the coolant leak and everything. The same as with Volkswagen when they delivered the car. Every new car has problems, but back then with Volkswagen they freaked out. I would if it wasn't 700 kilometers in no time. That's true. Yeah, it will be a long drive. I mean, I can meet you in the middle or something, but still I have to drive there, then do the test. And I mean, it has to be the 90 kilometer and 130 kilometer and a charging test, those three things. So they will take, how far will it drive with 90? Let's say 300, so 3.5 hours, an hour charging, 4.5, then 130 kilometers an hour test. Let's say 180 kilometers, so 1.5 hours. So we are at 6 hours. So and then charge again. So 6.5 hours for those three tests. And we both still have to drive there to Frankfurt, 4 hours with charging, maybe 4.5, and then back. So that's 14 hours or 15 hours of driving. Really? Showed the sport mode screen? Huh. Yeah, I have holiday next week, so not this week, next week. But I'm gone on holidays for a few days. We haven't been gone on holidays, my wife and I, since last summer. Well, everybody in Europe or in the world knows how that is. What is your prediction for today? 400? No. I think 350, but I will drive 320. So I think at 160 kilometers we will turn around. I'm almost at 80%, and I drove 70 kilometers. Oh. No, I know that with the embargo on the Ioniq 5, and I was allowed to film today, just not release it till Thursday, but it didn't work. Yeah, I know Ben is doing, so Michael Schmidt is doing a lot of videos with the car, but he doesn't want to do driving videos with all the embargo thing. But I was lucky, I didn't know that when I filmed and released my video. Very, very lucky. I mean, my driving video of the Ioniq 5 has over 50,000 views now. That is a lot. I'm at 80%. We're at 71 kilometers. That is around 350. And it's pretty accurate, because last time with the 90 kilometers it was also accurate. Ioniq missed to inform the dealers in the bidding. Yes, they missed. How can you miss that? And it's stupid anyways, because some people have their car already, Ioniq 5, and a private person, if they doing a test drive for a day with the car, they can film whatever they want. A dealer cannot tell them you're not allowed to film the car. They can do whatever they want. So it's totally stupid. Yeah, now I'm infamous for that Well, what can I do? It was 12 degrees, I needed a bit of heat, and it was raining. This was the consumption. But I still think, even with these conditions, it was pretty high. I mean, I drove the Id.4 here in the winter with, what was it, 5 degrees or so, with heat. And it was also a bit wet, but it wasn't raining that much. And I also didn't drive that fast, but it was 270. I still think that Id.4 will have lower consumption than Ioniq 5. Yeah, the range display on the ID cars is amazing. The same with the time display when you have the navigation on. So if you're driving with 90 and then you put the navigation on the car notices that you're driving 90, it's not taking like Google Maps, the typical you're driving 130 on the highway. I'm taking this for your how long your drive will be. No, the ID cars take the average speed for the last, I don't know, 50 kilometers. I have no idea. I think consumption test drive should be taken with real world driving. Just my opinion. It doesn't change the fact that it makes sense that all cars should be tested under the same conditions. Yeah, but that's true, real world conditions, but everybody has to do that for themselves because everybody is living in different conditions. That's the problem. So if I drive in Austria in the mountains, up and down, I have a different consumption than if I drive here on the straight, even though there's no elevation change from start to end. So I'm starting at the same elevation than ending, but you just have a loss when you do that. And temperature and wind and whatever. There's so much speed, of course, and that's why average speed or constant speed is just so important. What is the real world? Munich city limits or lower Saxony flat tours on highway. It's true. I was talking about heat, AC usage, etc. But yes, yeah, the same thing with heat and AC. Everybody has it. That's why I try to not use it, because people are just different. I like it very warm, but some people don't. Yeah, and Ioniq 5 needs a wiper in the back. That was amazing that I found out that. If it wouldn't have rained, I wouldn't have noticed that. But oh yes, it needs that big time. 77%. They should use the terrain profile of the route for the range prediction and show the percentage at arrival. This annoys me most. Yeah, I understand, but I use the range, and I use 40 kilometers margin, and it worked really well for me. Did you get the automatic lane change feature to work? I think you have to hold the steering wheel. I didn't, because I didn't hold the steering wheel. That is. But isn't there a spoiler on the Ioniq 5? Shouldn't the rear wiper not do too much? Why you pass me and then you not go fast? Pretty awesome. And 77%, and I drove 82 kilometers. That's pretty good. No, of course. But that's hard to do. To do all the elevation changes. I mean, there's a lot of elevation changes. And to put that in data into the map and everything. You lost me for a second. Am I still here? It says here I'm online. Hello? Can anyone hear me? It works, okay. Go for Steve! It's the best name ever. Id.4 is still a larger car for daily use in Europe. It is? Yes. It is a lot. It's too big for me. I really don't need that space. It's amazingly comfortable, but the three things for me is too big of a car that I don't need, and it's in the way. Driving, you feel the weight, and it's just, when you park and whatever, it's just different. The steering is heavier. You need more force for steering, and it has not enough power. And it sounds like I'm a sports freak and I want extreme power, but no. Even my wife drove it yesterday. We made a video. It will be coming soon. Even Cindy said it's almost like a normal car. It doesn't feel electric because when you accelerate at 90, it's not a lot of stuff happening. The 200 horsepower on a 2,200 kilo car is not woohoo. It has a great turning radius, that's true. Almost the same as ID.3, but 75% to do a video. Oh my, I'm too late. I didn't look. Hello. Wonderful. I'm at 75%. And we drove 88 kilometers, so this times 4 is 352. Alright? Yes. Consumption will go down still. What did I have in my Rockobi test? 200, I think? Yeah, when I did the comparison with the ID.3, I had 217. I think that's okay for this big car. Average speed is amazing, but I have to turn around at some point and then go back to the charger, slow down there. It's just awesome. But live stream is here. 48 people are watching me, are watching the road. They're not watching me. The travel assist is doing its thing. I like that. Oh, you have to turn off the head-up display, that's true. Cindy didn't like it. Turn that on. Head-up display. Turn it back on. Takes a second. There it is. Unlock some power. How? Bavaria is still sleeping. Yeah, it's too early. And this road is never very busy. And on Sunday even better. We have streets. Sunday morning preparing to visit the church. Small city prepared to horse ride. I keep going back and forth between ID.4 and Ioniq 5. I fear I won't take either because I can't decide. I fear 500 would be great for small town streets. That's true. Well, the head-up display, I'm sorry, for me it's overrated. It's okay to see, but I rarely look at it. And the whole navigation, the whole augmented reality stuff, it's clever and everything, but in real world, and it doesn't work perfect. So there is some things where it doesn't show it right. And it doesn't show it with Android Auto, only with your internal navigation. And so, nah. So what I would want in my ID.3 is the electric seats, the travel assist, and the memory function, and the 360-degree camera. This is what I would want. But other than that, this car doesn't have anything else that I would want in my car. I like the phone placement in the ID.3 way better. Here, just one phone. I like it. It's amazing in the ID.3. Steering wheel is easier to steer in the ID.3. I prefer that. I prefer my white interior. The black looks dull, and you see the fingerprints everywhere, especially on the door. It looks dirty. I don't need the panoramic roof. Contrary, for me filming it's stupid, and even in the summer with the sun, and just having glass above you in the winter, nah. So I prefer it without. Wow, that's cheap. Yeah, it's all about what you need when it comes to Tesla or ID.4, for example. It's all what you need. So if power and amazing charging speed and also great infrastructure with charging is the most important to you, we go with Tesla. If charging speed is also alone is important, then Ioniq 5. But if it's more about a comfortable drive, I like the ID.4. For me, that's the most important. I don't play around with the infotainment system the whole time when I'm going to work or whatever. And it's true, Tesla makes amazing software, stuff that you can do. The app is amazing in Tesla, and it's great what you have features in the Tesla software. But what do I use of it? That's the thing. I've been in a Model 3, I've been in a Model S. I like that you can see with how much kilowatt you're charging and everything. But do you need it? And is it so important that you would not buy another car? The same with, I don't need games. I don't need YouTube or Netflix in the car. That's nice, but it's charging fast anyway. I don't get that. You have a car that charges from 10 to 80% in 18 minutes. Why do I need Netflix or YouTube on in the car? Spotify I get for driving. Bye, Ron. Yes, you can in the ID.4 or ID.3. But again, why would I? I did that once in my ID.3 just to test it. I don't need to. So the software in the car, in Tesla, I find more annoying because it's not just the software, it's that everything has to be done on a touchscreen. I mean, especially the wipers. I mean, what the hell is that to have wipers? Settings in the infotainment screen. That's just stupid. But what is amazing is the app. I want to see the temperature in the car and all the stuff you can do. Even the Mercedes app was amazing that it, or even Kia, that it warns you if the car is not locked. So Volkswagen is way behind when it comes to the app. The app looks exactly the same, except for the we charge. If you have an ID charger at home, then in the beginning in September when I got the car, and it still works. It still has the same problems, and sometimes it doesn't work. Well, it's true. ID.4 comes with 3 years full free charging. That's a big argument in the States. GoPro turn on. GoPro turn on. GoPro start recording. GoPro start recording. There we go. Took a year. Fully loaded ID.4 with all-wheel drive, the GTX, oh my god, 55 or 60, something like that. Now the charging and climate in the app works, but it's not amazing. I want to see kilowatt, it should start after 10 seconds. Sometimes it did. In this ID.4, one time or a few times, I said start climate and it started after a few seconds. It was totally weird. But most of the times it takes 70 seconds or so. Pepsi. I'm having a Pepsi today. Because all-wheel drive is 50,000 euros in Germany. So cheap. When the GTX is only 50,000. When the ID.3 Max first edition was 50,000. You mean already incentives gone? That would be cheap. We don't get the GTX here. It's the Pro S all-wheel drive. It doesn't have the full paint job like the GTX. But how much horsepower then? What else is there a difference? Just a tiny bit of a different design. People that know motor speed. The one construction. Have to go in both ways. So 14 kilometers of construction. So the what Volkswagen gives you is already deducted, but still it's amazingly cheap. I thought it would be more. Think about it. How can the ID.3 with middle battery be same price. No, it doesn't feel fast. 160 doesn't feel fast in this car. It all depends on the car. So, for example, in the Volvo XC40, because it has a very jumpy suspension, when you drive 160 and then you go over a bump, you're flying a bit, you lose a bit of weight on the tarmac asphalt, and that feels weird and unsafe, and then the steering cannot work that well either. But in an Id.3, Id.4 at 160, it doesn't feel fast. So with the car, it feels fast when you drive by something and you're thinking, hopefully that car doesn't just drive to the left now. Bad Panda driving 100 in the 80 zone. No, it's the IQ light. IQ light is the light for the street. ID light is the one in the car that shows charging or when you ask it something. Boom, average speed was 124, but of course it's going down. That's the stuff. Where are we? You couldn't figure out? Well, if it says a speed limit, if it says 90 or if it says 80 or 130 or 120, then there's a speed limit. And if there is no sign, there is no speed limit. Just like that. So right now, there is a speed limit coming. You can see it. It's 80 here for the next 3 kilometers on those two signs on each side. And in 3 kilometers, this is over. And then there will be no sign anymore. No sign means you can drive whatever you want. You can drive 300 if you want to. You shouldn't, but you can. And if there's an accident, then it's reckless driving, of course. It's a good thing. Red circles mean money, and no circle mean go. Yeah, I've been driving through this a few times. When I was in Landsberg 2 weeks ago with the ID.3. No, it was 3 weeks ago, I think. Well, they're not that amazing. We have a lot of roads that are not good, but some parts are really great when it's all new. And then driving 130 is so quiet, that's very nice. And then I did the 500 kilometers test through here with the ID.4 here, and now this. For the third time in 3 weeks. 1 kilometer. Average speed 122. Oh my god! The most important for me is average speed above 120. That would be nice. And I think we can do that. Because except for this 14 kilometers in the ending part, it will always be 130 now. Except there's stuff going on in Munich that I don't know about. In 10% we turn around. Alright, I'm recording here. GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, turn off. Yeah, but the drive feel, the suspension in this car is just amazing. That's true. Food is good. Totally forgot about music today. I don't even have my second phone. Will be done soon. I mean, I will be turning around soon. 126 kilometers, 64%. We drove an hour. Another 10%. 9. Cool. Yeah, I sorted with the Id.4. I don't know why. I mean, I like the car, but that's a bit much. Car of the year. Still has its faults. Tesla. Oh yeah, it was so fun. I did a Rakobi test with Walter the other day. Wanted to see if it would be different than last October when I did the first test, and it was the same. So that's why there won't be a video. But it was very cool. On that drive, I did 90 kilometers an hour for 60 kilometers. So 45 minutes, I saw a Koda electric, an i3, BMW, 3 Model 3s, a Model X, a Model S. There was something different. I thought there was some more. But so many electric cars was awesome. I'm at 62%. Yeah, this car for long distance driving, I have to say, pretty amazing. And in the winter with heat pump, you can do that. Drive a long way with this car. Distance 100 and well, I can give when I said it. 222 watt-hours per kilometer average consumption right now. Yeah, it is very comfortable. The only thing is the charging infrastructure. If you put a high power charger, passing power, I don't know what you mean. So if you put a fast charger of 4 every 50 kilometers on the highways, so where you don't have to think, where do I charge? And if the car shows you if the chargers are available, then, so like Tesla is doing right now, but they still don't have too many chargers. I really mean at least every 70 kilometers high power charger. That's what Germany trying to do right now. It's awesome. Then you don't have to think about traveling, you just go. So when we go to Dresden, I have to think, do I get to the first charger, do I get to the second? Where do I charge? Next, how do I get to Dresden? If on the highways every 70 kilometer are 4 high power chargers, I don't have to think. Hi Tobias. Thank you. Hering, Weißbier. Oh. Oh, that's a big parking lot. I'm just saying that what we need is an electric car, because then you just go and then the car shows that you have 10%, and then you have 20% warning, and then you look, where's the next charger? Oh, in 40 kilometers. Okay, you can drive 40 kilometers with 20%. Sorry. Oh. Pepsi sneeze. Making advertising for Pepsi. No, Netto had it on sale. That's why. If you are going, say, 100 kilometers and want to pass another car, is it fast enough? No, it's not. I haven't seen you. That's why I have travel assist on and ACC. Bless you. Thank you. Yeah, this Id.4 with that weight is underpowered. It feels good and you can accelerate. No, it just needs all-wheel drive. Id.3 is on the edge where the 150 kilowatt is all good. Id.4 Pro S already weak. Is the Ioniq 5 as good or better in your opinion than the Id.4? I said it before, charging is way better. The all-wheel drive has more power, but I haven't driven Id.4 all-wheel drive yet. The Ioniq 5 feels bigger. It looks more... the design is everyone's opinion, but suspension, I prefer Id.4. Overall drive, I prefer the Id.4 to the Ioniq 5. I don't know, Ioniq 5 felt bigger in a negative way. And maybe today that I couldn't do the Ioniq 5 Id.4 comparison video because the Ioniq 5 broke down. Maybe it was good anyways because I asked Alexander Stöger again to help me, and I wanted to drive at the same time. So he driving Id.4, I'm driving Ioniq 5, do the same stretch at the same time, and then look at the comparison. Hello, little grasshopper. Hey, le maître. And Alex didn't have time to do that anyways today, so I would have had to do it myself. 57%. Let's do navigation. Home, or not home, the Georgia. Destinations, last destination. Is it the right one? Well, which one is it? I want this one. 10 now? A 10 is it? No, go on. Good, this one. The car thought I'm somewhere different. Come on, go. Where do you think I am? We go on. 57% is not enough. Well, there won't be the comparison because Ioniq 5 broke down. I can't have it today. And this Id.4 goes back to Volkswagen tomorrow. So and next weekend I'm on holidays, so it would be in 2 weeks. And then I will have the BMW iX3. Maybe I compare it to that. I just compare it to the cars I have. It's always nice when I do a comparison video, and then people in the video in the comment section, why you always compare it to an ID.3? Well, it's because that's the car I have. I don't have 200 cars, and I don't get 4 cars at the same time and compare them. It's not working that way. Yeah, it is calm here. We're all cool on Sunday morning, eating breakfast. Nobody's funny. It's all information. Isn't that amazing? Yay. Travel assist. That is battery life on Sunday morning. Stretch out. Yeah, the Volkswagen told me they will on the First Movers Club they will show. Yeah, I go off here. I'm at 55%. GoPro turn on. Turn on. Man, there we go. GoPro start recording. I need that. Ooh, augmented reality showing me where to go. La-di-da. God, Cindy was unimpressed with the augmented reality. He was, that's so? Turn it off. Oh my. Yeah, she's hard to impress. Which is weird. I mean, look at me. I can't impress anyone. Oh, where was I? With the First Movers Club. Yeah. So, last week, a few cars, ID.3s, got an over-the-air update. Oh, my back. and it was manual update and some OC or ORURN, something like that. And the people were, oh my god, it's the over the update and blah blah blah. And they were freaking out, and posts were, now everything works better and the sound is amazing and I don't know what. And then I asked Volkswagen, so what is this? And then yeah, it's for some cars where they don't are fully updated like other cars. It's just an app in the car to prepare for the update, and just for some cars that didn't have that before. But everybody's freaking out. That's awesome. And they wanted to post something official. Can you already make a living from this channel? No, I cannot. No, I think they needed this over-the-air update, the tiny one, so they can get the big one. I think it's needed for that. Shame on you! Yeah, all-wheel drive rules. Do you have the travel assist on? Yes, I do. 54%. Oh, yeah. GoPro stop recording. GoPro turn off. Wonderful. Where was I? Yeah, but I wanted to do an official statement about that. But I find it interesting that it's just a little app in the background. And what I think happened, why that a few people were freaking out and there are changes, is that their map update never worked. So my ID.3, when I drove it even the first 2 months, I could see that the map is changing because the map was constantly updated over the air. And I think on a few cars this never worked, so they always had the old maps. And with this web app update, I think now it works. And now the map changed and now they're freaking out. France sucks when it comes to charging. How is it in Belgium? Today I haven't seen too many EVs. It was one Model 3, I think. Was the Model S2? No, I think it was just a Model 3. I think so. Still eco mode. Yeah, today, the first time I have the phone cooler on there. So it's a fan that you attach to the phone, and it's battery powered, but also at the same time you can plug it in via USB micro, and it's plugged in USB-C, then adapter to USB-A, and then that cable. So it's being charged and on the whole time. It's not too loud, I can hear it. Well, going from 2, I started in Passau, just turned around. So hopefully the phone stays cool, because right now the sun is on the phone. I even put the case off. I hope that cooler does its trick. Ooh, Golf 8 or Golf 7? I think a Golf 7. Or, I don't know. I can't see the difference between 7 and 8. It's bright today. Why need a car then if you're always at home? No need for a car. Save the money. %, almost at 50. What did I say? 350 kilometers. What's half of that? 175. So another 10 kilometers with 2%. I don't know. the usual. That's true. Nah, you need a car. You need to be mobile. That's okay. You need to be mobile. Because otherwise you can just die. Back fell over. Come back. With I had a protein bar at some point. I don't even know if there are nuts in it. We'll see. I'm allergic to nuts. %. I prepare my filming. Why is the travel assist not on? It wasn't on. Huh. Stupid. Hello. Wonderful. Ooh, there's a Fiat 500 convertible. That's something different. Yeah, I'm excited for the 500e when I get it in 2 weeks. Is it 2 weeks or 3 weeks? No, it's 2 weeks. Tomorrow in 2 weeks. Excited about that. No, it's in 3 weeks. God, I'm stupid. What is it? No, in 2 weeks. It's fine. Hello, works. Everything is working. I just have to wait for the 50%. Why is there a thing hanging off you? Alright. Oh, 50%. Have to film. Oh, travel assist. I'm at 50% and we drove 171 kilometers. That would mean 342. Still in eco mode. Still no AC. Driving at 133. I have 212 kilometers of range. 139 to the charger. I turned around at 55. Consumption is 223. Average speed is good, even though I turned around, even though there was construction, and there will be in the construction again to just the other side. Cool. Everything off. I have to say, travel assist for filming is amazing. Good morning, CP. CP. Does it stand short? Christopher Peterson. Thoughts on the ID bus? ID.4 is practical, but it feels emotional. Oh, there was a picture. I saw a Facebook ad with a picture of the ID bus, but with the design of ID.3 and ID.4 and stuff. It looked good. It will be an interesting car. Nothing for me, but we'll see. I'm getting my own ID.4 on Tuesday. Cool. Which one and where? First edition in Sweden. Cool. So big battery and all the stuff, all the goodies. Still a first edition. Servus. Morgen. Good stuff. Drive an i3 Rex looking to upgrade. It's a good idea. No. i3 is a good car. Was okay to drive. Not my thing, but it's okay. What is this? Mazda MX-5 taking his time. 96 amp hours. Yeah, that's also weird. Amp hours. Amp hours don't say anything if you don't know the exact voltage. It's BMW's thing of, oh, let's put in a higher number so people don't know. Just say kilowatt hours and everybody knows. That's the energy density. Amp hour is not energy density. Because without voltage, it can be anything. If you do 10 volt, there's no energy in there. Really. It is a quiet car, yes, at 130. I have to say. But the same as, I don't think it's that much of a difference to my, that's the stuff, 33.3 kilowatt hours, a nice number too. It's also, I don't think there's a lot of difference to my ID.3. I know that the drive comfort is better in the ID.4, but noise level, it's either extremely similar or maybe a tiny bit quieter, but not a lot. Will I arrive with 70 kilometers of range? Can I do that? I don't think so. Ah, it's going down. That's okay. What was it? Was it at 50%? 171. Huh? Got to think. So it should be 30 kilometers left. Yeah, that's fine. The range is going down. Yeah, the range doesn't adopt as hoped. I think in my ID.3 it adopts faster. I've watched your comparison of i3 with the ID.3. Excellent it was. Thank you. You mean it is a bit mean? I mean, you can get the i3 pretty cheap as used right now, but it is a bit mean to compare those two cars. The one came out not even a year ago and the other one many years ago. But I have to say, for the age, the i3 is still pretty good. I'm not a fan of the design, but of course everybody has a different taste. No ID.3 for North American. Yeah, I'm so sorry about that. It is an awesome car. It is so far it's the best ID car. I have to drive the all-wheel drive. The GTX. Let's see what Travel Assist does with those lines. Oh, it's okay. Why are we going not 90? Should have gone the left lane. Damn it. Now we're going slower. It's so stupid that they don't put those two together. We'll still do another test with Ioniq 5 in the future. Yes, I can get the car in 2 weeks, hopefully, if they repair it till then. And then I will compare it to the iX3, I guess. That's the car I have then. And I would love to do a 90 kilometers an hour range test, not full. I think I don't have the time. That's a lot of time. Ooh. Yep, is a nice car too. A bit too small for me and not good for long distance traveling, and I'm doing that a lot when I have to go places. This isn't a low. Why is he driving 70? Should have gone to the left lane, but there was a car behind it. Looked like it wanted to go fast. Didn't want to slow him down. They did their market research with the ID.3 and thought, no, it's not worth it. I mean, you have to think, maybe for the States they have to make it cheaper, like they do with the Id.4, and then with building the cars in Germany and then delivering them, and then it has to be cheap. Maybe that was not, didn't make money for Volkswagen. And then they said no. Any idea how many GTX are being built? No idea. No idea at all. How's the phone? It's warm, but phone is good so far. Still 2 kilometers with this jackass driving too slow. Ooh, 121 average speed. Oh my god. But almost there. Another kilometer. It's getting warm in here. 21 degrees outside. Anyway, we started 18 degrees, I think, this morning. Another 120 kilometers to go, so another hour. Not even. 55 minutes. Yeah, it's true. And Volkswagen is a big company. If they decide only go for EVs, that's a big sign and a big thing. And they have a lot of impact on German politics, of course. That's why the whole charging thing. I'm pretty sure the whole incentives in Germany is just because of Volkswagen. If Volkswagen wouldn't have started ID.3, ID.4, there wouldn't be that much high incentives. And everyone is there's a Kona electric in yellow. Ugh, that was gross. And every other EV car maker is getting help from that. I mean, I know what they're doing, the EV people, the manufacturers. If they get a lot of incentives, they increase the price a bit because they get a bit of money out of it. Skoda was it? With a family. .121 average speed. Okay, from now on till the end we won't slow down. That's good. So we'd be above 120. I'm happy with that. And the Koreans do too. Now with the new platform. Before e-Niro and Kona, nah, they was still half-assed. Like Audi is doing, Mercedes is doing. Not an Mercedes with it's still building on the on ice platforms. No. That's not the way to go. I love that Volkswagen said no, only electric, and we get all the advantages an electric car can bring. Did you read about the 600 kilometers e-tron refresh? No, I did not read about that. I hope not e-trons or the big one. I'm not a fan of the normal Audi e-trons or the 55 and the 50. I know, and now I can say it for sure. I'm not a fan of SUVs, but the EQA and this ID.4 were okay, but the e-tron was horrible to drive. The suspension was just so soft, it was swimming around, it felt 90. It had all-wheel drive and a lot of power, but it didn't feel powerful. No, the whole car, except for charging 150 kilowatt, at that time was amazing. But now with the Ioniq 5 and other cars charging better, except of course charging still with 150 kilowatt at 80%, that's the only difference, where the e-tron is still shining, or still shines. That's how it is. It's not doing it right now. How's the phone? Now it's totally in the sun. A lot of people, yes, ID.4 will sell better because it's for more people. And people still think, look at the ID.3 and think it's a small car, I need a bigger car. And people still buy cars because they want to have all of their use case, even though 99% through the year how they drive is the ID.3 would fit, but that 1% when they go on holidays they need more space, and that's why they get the ID.4, just for that 1%. And I get it. Totally get it. I mean, I'm doing long distance drive, I would say 10% more than other people. So for me it makes a bit more sense, but still 99%, 90%, or let's say 85% of my driving I can do with an e-up. It's a daily commute. But I have to say I do a lot of long trips and I do a lot of middle long trips, and that's nice. Yeah, the ID.4 in the States will be a big thing. It looks awesome, I'm sorry. And I think I know why this car looks great that I'm driving right now, because it doesn't have the different colored roof. The ID.4 in Wolfsburg that I drove in December was white with a black roof, and the car from the dealer was totally black. That was boring. And this one is silver with the silver same roof, and that looks fancy. Consumption is going down, by the way. Still 70 kilometers of margin. Hey, Xavi. Consumption is the car right now 219. That's pretty good. It will go down. The black roof heating up the ceiling. No, it's not. A German car club made a test in a very hot summer day. They put a few cars in the sun, a few black ones, white ones in other colors, and every car heated up the exact same way. The color of the car does not change the heating up of your car. That's what they found out. modern cars. If you only have metal, so no insulation or anything, it could be different. But the cars they tried, so newer cars, no, the glass, yes, if the sun is through the glass, I can see that. Just because the sun energy is warm on you. I have to have it open right now because I have a camera attached. This one here on the glass roof with 2 suction cups. Yeah, Ford is the next one. So Volkswagen was the big one for Europe, and Ford is the big one for the States. And the F-150 Lightning for the States is a big deal. The most sold car in the States. Interior color is something different. When the sun goes on black, of course. The outside of the car, yes, it also gets warm, of course. On a black car more than on a white. But the inside of the car doesn't change differently to the color. That's what they tested. The changing in a country to EVs has to do with money. That's all it is. Put the gas prices up, put incentives on electric cars, make charging easy and cheap, and done. In Germany we're not there also. It's starting now, but we're not there yet. Nah, they will never come to Europe. Never. Maybe a few cars, but I see not a lot of pickup trucks, and then to do an electric pickup truck. Only if someone is importing it here and everything. Otherwise, no. Did I do that already? I don't know. GoPro turn on. GoPro start recording. Yeah, the gas prices in Germany are horrendous. I see it. Oh my god. I did the calculation when I got the ID.3 how much I save on power every month, but it would be totally off now. But again, I was driving a very old car that didn't cost me anything every month except if there would be something broken, and ID.3 cost me 450 euros every month. But I will get money back. It looks like with my ID.3, if it goes on like that I won't be driving the 22,500 kilometers a year that my leasing is set to. I think I will drive less. I'm at 19,000 right now. It's already July almost, so another 2.5 months and then a year is over. And so maybe I drove the 20,000 or maybe 21 this year, but then the other years I don't have the beginning tests where I just drive a lot. I have ID.3 since September, so 9.5 months. Yeah, but I have 2,000 kilometers something free for the whole lease, and when I didn't drive that much, I get money back. No, I will check the capacity in September after a year or after 20,000 kilometers. I want to do a full range test and see how much different it is from the after I got the car. That will be interesting. So I will drive down with 90 kilometers an hour, full range test, and then charge it full. Then we'll see if there's a big difference. I'm at 38%, 95 kilometers to go, 158 kilometers of range. That means 63 kilometers of margin. consumption is 219 average. We drove 215 kilometers. I'm at 37%. And I'm dying. I'm always at the same part of Germany, always Bavaria. Always starting at home, Passau, going in one direction. What? I only drove 10 kilometers, but the range definitely has dropped by 10 to 15%. I doubt that. Why was Tesla Björn's consumption so high? At what? At the Id.4? I don't know. Maybe had the AC on very strong. But even my 90 kilometers an hour Tesla had the AC on. And I'm not there. The consumption, it will be lower when we arrive. Because the last few kilometers are downhill. I think we will arrive with 215 or so. Yeah, the GTX, if the GTX is smart like the Ioniq 5, then in eco mode it should only use the rear wheel motor, not the front wheel at the same time. If you drive in eco mode. And also, GoPro stop recording. GoPro turn off. GoPro turn off. And so the only difference to the GTX is the weight from the front motor, and it should be 50, 60 kilo, let's say 100. Oh, the normal one. Yeah, maybe it was colder. Temperature is a big thing, a really big thing. If you do it at 10 degrees or 25, the big difference. And especially when you use heat too. I'm not using anything today. No heat, no AC. It's nice in here. So stupid. Yeah, always forget I have the headrests in the rear seats up because I put the dog blanket in there, and I always forget to put it down. Every time when I drive, I see them up, and then it restricts my view in the rear view window. And I always think about it. I have to put that down, and then I always forget. Every time. Every time. 35%. Yeah, margin is going down. I'm now under I'm 58, so it should be okay. I don't want to arrive with too much range, but around 10% or 12 is okay, but not arrive with 20% or so. But it looks good. 86 kilometers to go. Should be done in 40 minutes or so. Average speed is 122. That's awesome, and it will go up because, like I said before, I can keep the speed now to the just 500 meters before the charger is a speed limit, but till then there's no. And even if I change highways, I can keep the 130. I don't need the charging speed today. I'm not doing a charging test with this car because it's the same than the Pro S that I already charged last September. So we'll just do charge a bit, I don't know, 20%, and then go home, charge the car full home, and so that the guy who's picking up the car and driving it to Wolfsburg can have a almost fully charged car. Will be at 90 something percent, 97. So he can have a nice drive. Doesn't have to worry about charging right in the beginning. I'm nice. I pay for his charging. I can give him the car empty, and then he has a charging card. He doesn't for it. How's the phone? Phone is still okay. I think that fan works. I can really feel it, that it's not as warm as it usually is. And it's totally in the sun. Usually it will be cooking. It's awesome. I like that. It doesn't take long, especially with 21 degrees and full in the sun. It should only take half an hour till it really gets warm. Woohoo! I love when there's a solution for something. And by the way, 79 people watching, only 39 likes. I mean, what the hell? What the? 55 kilometers. Show us fan. Yeah, it's hard to do. The fan is attached to the phone. You can see it on your right corner. There's a blurriness on the right screen. It's a plastic Chinese fan that with a clamp, looks totally cheap, looks like a toy. It was €5, but it works. It does the trick. Yeah, fixing is awesome. Isn't there anything better than having a problem and then you find a solution and it works? And it's even more satisfying when the solution takes longer or more thinking. I like that. So for example, well, it's not a big solution. Yeah, fan is a heat push. I had this problem when I film with someone. I do it rarely, but when I do film with Cindy or last time with Alex, I cannot use my wireless microphone that I clip on to my shirt because I can't hear the other person. So I have to use an external microphone, but the problem with external microphone is wind noise, or when I not point directly to the person, I can't hear it, all of this stuff. And so I bought the new Wireless Go 2, which has two transmitters and one receiver, and now I can do both. So both people can have their microphone, and it's been recorded on different channels, but my camera doesn't support that. But also the transmitter can record itself. So I started, and it's recording on it internally, and then later I can export that audio and then sync it. And I tried it yesterday. It's a bit more work, but I rarely do with two people, and it works really nice. When I do alone, like today, I do it with my old Wireless Go. But when I have two people, and I have a backup too. So if the battery runs out of one, or if one breaks for whatever reason, I have a backup. But it was €270. I drove the Id.4 rear-wheel drive, and acceleration to me felt just fine. With the all-wheel drive it'd be a little... I hope the Volkswagen majorly improved the software. The lack of route planning, intelligent navigation is a bit disappointing. In there, they will just get better. And I still do it myself. Even if I would have a Model 3, I would still do it myself. Where am I now? You're wrong, Marty. You're in the wrong stream. You wanted... Yeah, consumption went up to 220. How much margin do I have? 50 kilometers. Huh, so weird. The margin is going down today. I'm a 90 kilometers an hour drive. When I turned around, the margin went up. This is the early shift. Tesla Björn start later. I thought he starts at 8. I thought he starts at 8. Then I have another power bar. How accurate is the gasometer? When you drive a constant speed, it's really good. If you change speeds like I did with the stupid construction, then it goes down. Chris, my sis went to test the Model S and her words were priceless after the test. It's fun, but that's not a full car because it's missing all the buttons. Well, travel assist is on. Yeah, I have to say, a Model 3 is a nice car, but I would still prefer a car with an instrument cluster and with a few buttons. Even in here, I would love a heat. Maybe the climate is extra buttons. Yeah, Tesla is just concentrating on software. And if you concentrate on software, you're thinking of stuff, how can I reduce a real button? So everything is software. And can change everything all the time. I wouldn't say Tesla is lower quality. Ooh, it's an e-Niro. Oh no, it's a Sportage. And everybody needs something different. I mean, Darren is totally happy with his Model 3. Music today, huh? I'm at under 50 kilometers of margin. Cool. When I get to 30. Yeah, it's true. The gasometer was not that amazing on my 90 kilometers an hour drive. The margin went up and up and up. So I take it back. The GOM is not that great. The build and paint quality is meh. Really? I mean, the Model 3s that I have seen, I couldn't complain. So it is a hybrid Niro. I knew it. People always said that it doesn't exist. Well, always once. They said it once. I don't think it has to do with where the car is being built, because the employees will be pushed. So if the German employee says, "Hey, let's do that again. It doesn't look that well," and then the team leader says, "No, it's fine. Go on." He's coming fast. I don't think that EV being sold more has too much to do with Björn or with me or with other journalists. They get the information there, yes, and maybe can take in away the fear, but the biggest thing is price. And if a lot of car makers are making EVs and the prices go down and battery goes down, then I mean, you're right. There are Teslas, of course, that have horrible build quality, but I heard of ID.3s also having horrible build quality. I have no idea if the Berlin's quality guy left. I have no idea. That's the phone. It's a bit warmer, but still okay. Not BMW. I have no idea. I've driven a Mini Cooper and a BMW, an i3, but I'm soon an iX3. It's all press cars. Of course, they look good. And yes, if you build cars for many years and then you build your own cars for a decade, that takes time. The same as all the others have to get their software better. When will the Tesla factory in Berlin start production? I have no idea. I don't follow that. I don't get it. I'm sorry. But in next move, every week in their news, they show the construction of the Tesla factory. And I'm sorry, I don't get it. Because in Germany, right now, there are 2 battery factories and Volkswagen is rebuilding 1 or 2 factories for EVs. So what's so special when Tesla is building a factory? And of course you should mention it and can show a picture or something, but every week, and that there are videos live and drone footage. I don't get it. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's another factory where they're building cars, and it's a big thing. It is, but for Tesla. But if the cars are not better or cheaper for Europe than coming from the States, it won't have any impact. Yeah, that's great. If it were in UK, nobody would care. Are you sure? I think they would. It's a typical. It's Tesla. We're fans. They were the starters of this whole thing. We have to film it, and it's exciting. And we have Tesla fans that want to see that. It's all about that. People are watching it. The videos of the drone footage flying over the construction of the factory, and so if people are watching it, then they keep doing it. I mean, if they have 100 views or 1,000 views on the video, they won't drive out there and fly over. And I'm surprised they're allowed to do that. I'm sorry, a construction of a plant factory for me seems like private property, and you're not allowed to fly over and film that. I mean, there's also, you build something that maybe you don't want your competition to know how you build it. So I'm a bit surprised that there is no. I mean, I wouldn't want that. If I'm building a factory, but building cars, I don't want anyone to see how I built the factory and how it's going, so that they see that we're doing something different and that's better than, I don't know. Overall, how can a drone fly over someone's possession and film that and not get in trouble? They have to ask the security before. Oh, that's okay. Well, if they ask before, of course it's legal with the permission from the owner. If they get an allowance, then but they don't allow them to walk in and film stuff, but they can fly over the drone. Okay. Whatever. Yeah, again, I don't get it. I never watched those things. I watched it in the beginning when it was when they were cutting down the trees, and they were like, wow, it's a big area. But since then, okay. That for me is again fanboyism, and it's another thing why I'm not a fan of Tesla. When you see something like this, I'm not watching. I like Volkswagen, but would never watch a drone footage of a factory being built. I don't know. And if people want to see that, then it's fanboyism, and it's weird. Can we have some stats, please? God damn it! Yes, you can. I'm at 22%. Average consumption is 220. I drove 262 kilometers. Soon I'm changing the highway, but normally I can keep the speed unless it's too much traffic. I have 47 kilometers to go to the charger. That would mean I would arrive with 310 kilometers. I have 87 kilometers of range, so 40 kilometers of margin. Average speed is 123. 22%. Yes. Soon is the change. Are we there yet? Yes, you can go. Ha ha! So funny. No, I'm not. You were never funny. Not once. Ever. GoPro turn on. GoPro start recording. And do the other one too. Oh, I forgot 25% then. I didn't film 25%. I'm a horrible review EV YouTuber. Can't even film. Ooh, it's getting warm, 23 degrees, no AC. What do friends think about EVs in Germany? I don't have friends. I have work colleagues and they don't care. Oh, it's going slow. 500 meters, I have to slow down for this Audi here. No. Going too slow. HP. Woohoo! Let's do 133. Ooh, in the corner. That's the fun part. Ooh, there's a car. Hopefully he goes away. Daddy's coming. Yeah, he's in the way. Damn it. Austrian. Come on. Let's go. Yeah, then just goes out. Driver light. Darmstadt, oder? Yeah, only have enemies. That's true. That's so true. Ooh, 20%. Let's film now. Ooh, there's the battery warning. Travel assist on? Yes, I do. Travel assist is activated. There's always, on all ID cars, battery warning is at 20%. And it's not a, hey, your battery is low, you're dying soon. I think they thought more of, you should think about charging now. I think that's okay. So you don't look at the state of charge the whole time, and at 20%, yes, it's true, I should look at charging. I just passed 20%, I forgot the 25%. Drove 271 kilometers, consumption went a bit up. Still 38 kilometers to go, 76 kilometers of range. That would mean 38 kilometers of margin. Yes. Going to the charger. Whoa, an old M3. Oh my god, that's an old car. Ooh, it's getting warm in here. It's getting warm. 23.5 degrees out there. Fenced off. Kill the range, that's true. I'm not doing anything. I will keep, I'm warm and can keep warm. I should have taken off the sweater. I have a thin sweater on. This morning was cold, 18 degrees. But it's cool that I'm done soon. 35 kilometers, car thinks 18 minutes. Oh, scene. Yeah, it's hard driving 130. I'm not doing that. I'd rather sweat. At 90, I can think about it. You can change the name of your YouTube channel the whole time. It just takes a minute or so. Travel assist, yes, but still, it's still dangerous. I have to unbuckle, and I don't see for a few seconds. Getting the sweater off my above my head, nah, it's not worth it. Look at me, safety boy, safety man. Now let's stick with boy. Safety boy. No way, no battery adventure this time. Where is Angelique? Have you found her? Did you subscribe with the Angelique channel as well? Then we do on OnlyFans. That was good. It's a good one, Marty. Everybody should create the second YouTube channel and subscribe, so the subscriber number goes up by 100%. Ooh la la, ooh la la, ooh. Oh my, 36 kilometers of margin. It's good. Down. So, GoPro stop recording. Always forget to turn off. GoPro turn off. Why are we slowing down? This guy. Come on, BMW. Go. Come on. Slowpoke dingle thing. Live stream about 2.3 update tomorrow. There is no 2.3 update tomorrow. I can tell you that. I have run out once with the Renault Twingo at 10%. It ran out of battery, so it was a problem with the. And this that still won't get you an Audi on a Taycan. It's true. Didn't subscribe. Oh, he's so mean. Explain. Go stop recording. I have a GoPro here in the back and I can voice control it. Lots of stuff has leaked, that's true, but official stuff is soon. And I can't say anything, otherwise Volkswagen hates me. And I don't get any information. That's, by the way, that's sometimes very annoying. I'm so close with Volkswagen, and they tell me you can know this and but you can tell anyone and nobody can. Someone is leaking it and then everybody knows, and I knew before but I couldn't tell anyone, and a bit sad sometimes. Same with the Id.4 media drive. They told me don't tell anyone that you're driving the Id.4 in December, and then next move just blurted it out. Everybody knew, oh, today is the media drive for the Id.4. So why couldn't I tell anyone? Would have been amazing to post a mag. Well, the 134 kilowatts on the Id.4 GTX is not increasing. That's more of a bug. That's not the thing. There will be something different. Yeah, that calm maniac is the thing for itself. Battery daddy, tell us there. Yeah. Soon, not long, but I say that, well, that they postponed it a few times. It should have been already done, the update. And then they changed it, and then they changed it again. Then they invited me, but I'm not going because it's too far. Why was there a police car but no one in there? That's weird. They're sleeping in the back. Now, if it might be chill. Yeah, I haven't looked for the card. I should do that now. I will look at the card. I have to get Jill's card. He sent me a card. I will go to work on the way home and get the key. No, it wasn't camera observation too. It was more for customs. Great weather. Yeah, that's true. Great weather. 21 kilometers to go. Consumption is going up. I'm at 224. 28 kilometers of margin. I'm at 14%. Do I even have to charge? I think I can get home with 14% or 10% even. Nah, let's charge to 20. Nah, I won't clean the car. It will get picked up tomorrow anyways. And I will stop the stream. Also, if the consumption increases more. It's a bit uphill here, that's why. That's normal. 225 now, but average speed is 124. That's great. Oh, forgot to turn that off. No, 25 kilometers of margin. Totally fine. It's incredible how different it can be. I turned around with 57% at 90 kilometers an hour, and then my range increased and consumption went down big time. But today it's increasing. I mean, I have 5% more than I should have right now. So 8 watt-hours per kilometer more than I would think. I expect 217. Oh, and with there was the construction zone with 90, so even less, 215. Not so many bucks. And what I noticed too with this car is that the dashboard is more reflected, especially with the head-up display. I noticed that in the Id.4 as well. With a head-up display, you get more reflections in your windshield. My car, I don't get that at all. How's the phone? Phone is still it's warmer, but still okay. I haven't had any rattles in the Id.4 or Id.3, but doesn't mean that they won't come. But so far, no, nothing. Soon is the downhill. I'm at 12%, so I will arrive with 10. Maybe because it's just a bit uphill, and then we're there. Downhill. Overtime today. Stay safe. You love that overtime. You're a little money bug. Bye, Marty. Enjoy work. Drink a bit. Ooh. That's the stuff. We're almost at 300 kilometers. And we're not even at 10%. 3 kilometers more. I'll head to bed when you're finished. You can head to bed now. It's just just 12 kilometers more. That's done in a few minutes. Or you can watch in bed. But that's bad. You can't sleep very well then. You told me once, didn't you tell me 2.5 times the normal that you earn on Sunday? Go for the money. Go for the goal. Consumption is even 226 now. But it's just a few hundred meters. Then downhill, then the consumption will go down. My GOM will stay the same because right now I'm only have 23 kilometers of margin. Whew, getting warm, 23 degrees, the sun is on me. Let's talk a bit stressful. Oh my god! I only have 10% left. Yes, I can. No problem. I'm at 300 kilometers now. Woo, at 10%. Head drama. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna make it ever. What is going on? What is he doing here? Driving with 10. It's downhill, it's okay. How far past 0 can you go? I have no idea and I won't do it. The manufacturer decided that 0% you shouldn't drive anymore, and I won't. Unless there's a fault. So that if this happens, I will never go 0%. Already going down. Using any energy now downhill, still 7 kilometers. It crawls here. I work for you too, bye. Thank you, Marty. Oh, you're so nice. No, you work for yourself. For a few meters, then dies. Yeah. 0 and dead. 224, we're going down. In the name of sins. I don't get it. In the name of sins. 5 kilometers to go. I won't be going down to 215. Ooh, we are 9%. Oh no, still 10. I got the battery warning. I see the state of charge in my instrument cluster. Oh, I was gone, sorry. Try in the name of science, that's true. Almost 2 a.m. here, I'm so sorry. Where was I? So the haptic buttons, it's okay. It's not amazing. I wouldn't prefer it to something else, but I also don't hate them. It's okay. Prefer a normal button, but with a normal button you cannot do the sliding, and I do the sliding a lot for volume and for cruise control. I do the sliding thing. Almost there. I have to slow down. Speed limit of 100 here. If you're going to music, 550 kilometers, charge twice. Go, start with 100%, go as far as you can with your desired speed. You do the speed that you like, go as far as you can and arrive with 10%, maybe under. Then you charge amazingly fast. And then you charge to the next charger. I think the problem is more to find high power chargers, and if you have an Id.4 Pro, you most likely want to charge at Ionity, right? Oh, I didn't film, eh? GoPro, turn on! GoPro, turn on! Come on! Nah, it doesn't turn on right now. Yeah, it does. GoPro, start recording! Yes! Busy. So busy here. Everybody's going on holidays. Police is here. Consumption still 221. Nobody's here at Ionity. As usual, I barely see anyone charging. And if then just for 10-20 minutes. We arrived with 310 kilometers. Oh, where am I? That's always the best. Oh, there was a donation. Thank you, Adrian. Very nice of you. Fan number 1. You are. And what do you, if you can hear it? That noise, that's the fan for the phone. It worked. Was in the sun the whole time. State of charge is still 10%. Still 34 kilometers of range. And I will look at Google Maps. Oh, I can only do if I have to unplug you and do everything. Is 310 accurate? Have everything and look it up with the phone. Oh. This first, let's film. Okay. Hello. I arrived. 310 kilometers, 221 watt-hours per kilometer in 2.5 hours. Average speed is great. I arrived with 10%, still have 34 kilometers of range. I will now calculate a look. Oh, it's exactly 310. We'll look at Google Maps what the exact distance was. Yeah, the phone is hot. You wanted to see the cooler. This is the cooler for the phone. Even with the blue light, you can hear it too. I will now, for a second, have to get rid of you. In case I have to. I'm back. Sorry. Where is the phone? So, where's my? I put it down here. My phone cover. Ooh, that's better. Google Maps says it's 311 kilometers. So 311 kilometers, and I still have 10%. So it's still 341 kilometers. It didn't change. That's good. Let's film that. Be back in a second. You're working? Yes, you are. This up. Oh my. Oh, that hurt. That hurt a lot. Oh, we're done for today. AC on. AC at 21 degrees. Auto. Full car. Disassemble everything. Ooh, the range is going up. Let's plug in and charge a bit, and then I'll go home. Because to clean up everything. Stay here. What are you doing? You stay here. Go. You can turn off. GoPro turn off, and it turns off. How awesome is that? And a little cover for the lens, but it always falls off. It's the cheapest crap ever. And then those two suction cups. Come off. Let's charge. I clean it, and then I clean up. Oh. Unplug the phone cooler. Look at the phone cooler. And you have a button. Cheapest button ever. Sounds amazing. Well, I can't hear now with the AC running. But it has this adapter for USB-C. I bought that. I had that with the Id.4 right away because I thought I won't have too many USB-C to USB-C. I have two in here. Miss home very much. You have a new home. Oh, it's nice and cold in here. That's too much. Too much. This goes away. I already ate. Let's clean up a bit. Yeah, I was a bit less than I thought. 341 kilometers. Do you calculate that right? That at 90% it's 311. And how would it be at 100%? Am I right? Or do I calculate wrong again? Okay. Camera back. Where are we? We're ready. What? Only 11%, but 9 kilometers per minute charging. 344. I was close. Thank you. It's 311 at 90%. Google Maps says 311. So even more. So it is 350. Ha! Can barely open the trunk with the charger in the back. That was very close. So, this with us. That's my and prepare the bed for the puppies. They're going to work with me tomorrow. Oh, I'm not. I don't have the connection. I'm sorry. I can live somewhere else. There's just too many advantages here that I like. Especially highway. And close this. Doesn't that work? Let's close the thing. 16%. 10 kilometers per minute charging now. 345.5 only on Sunday morning rides in Bavaria. It's true. And I have to slow down at the 90 for 14 kilometers. So I guess 340 is more accurate. What's my voice? God damn it. Okay. Oh, I think we'll end the stream now. Oh, I have to clean up this. That's true. To put this down. Something smells burning. This goes in this bag because here I have all my suction stuff. It sounds horrible, but I have a lot of suction cups because car has a lot of glass. So I have, I don't know, 7 more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think it's 7 different suction cups, from lightweight, a little adjusting. Viele Grüße an Cindy. I will do that. She will be happy. Oh, that's better. 19%. Let's look what the charging speed is. It should be 120 something. 126. That's cool. Can you even see that? Yeah, you can. That's okay. Voltage is so low in the 77 pack. But good speed. Yeah, a bit sad with the car. Will be picked up tomorrow. Will not drive home 30 kilometers and then tomorrow 30 kilometers to work, and that's it. So only 60 kilometers more with this car. Bit sad. And oh, you have to see that. So to open this, it will almost touch here. Look at it. It's like a millimeter. Oh, have to look at it again. I was so lucky that it didn't. And I have to see how much did I drive. I have a trip for the whole thing. I drove 2,133 kilometers have I driven in this car, and when I give it back it will be a bit before 2,200. Consumption went up today because of this drive. It was under 170. Yeah, but it was mostly country road I was doing. Hey, the parking is good. I meant because it was so close. Yeah, it's true. The drama. Because we had never seen a 120 figure when arriving with 12%. No, I had 120. Yeah, I think it has to be there. Under 115, under 15% to get 120 kilo. Oh, 25%. I will stop charging. I don't need that much. Let's stop. 126 still. How come? There we go. Yeah, that's the stupid thing. On the ID.3, this holder is here. It's way easier here. It's almost hard to get there because there's no space, and also this thing that holds it is very tight. So this is not good. On the ID.3, that's better. Yeah, I think ID.5 will. Onix 5 is thirstier, but it charges faster. So on a long distance trip, it will be better. But who knows? Maybe there will be an update for the charging speed for the big battery. I don't know anything. But okay, that's it for me. You guys take care. I'm going home now with AC. Maybe tonight a live stream. I don't know yet at home. We'll see. You take care. Bye.